Hey everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XL, all right back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we aim to duel with 100 different decks over 100 different days. Today everybody, we're taking a look at a reintroduction of a classic 100 days deck. We're taking a look at Thunderclap Skywolf Turbo. Not the Wolf deck, that was a different deck, we did that one like forever ago. Today, it's all about Thunderclap Skywolf. It is Thunderclap Skywolf, the Lone Wolf, Nuke in my opponent's board, Raigeki from the graveyard, and we're going to just try to turbo this guy out and just, keep looping him, keep nuking my opponent's board until they have nothing left. So, we have ourselves our deck today with our Thunderclap Skywolf, and we're going to be going into EDO Pro and showing this deck off and showing you how it works. Big old shout out to Mr. Spicy Boy, who wanted to take a look at the good old Thunderclap Skywolf one more time, because we need more wolf action. So, let's go ahead and show off what this deck can do in some duels on EDO Pro real quick. We'll go over what cards are in here, and then we'll get right into the duels. So, as you can see, we're playing 3 each of our Thunderclap Skywolf, 3 are Thunder Seahorse, 3 copies of Batterman Solar, 3 copies of Honest. We have triple Pot of the Extravagant, a Card of Demise, and a Foolish Burial, 3 Pot of Duality, and a Call by the Grave. We have triple Drowning Mirror Force, triple Back to the Front, double Oasis of Dargon Souls, triple Call of Haunted, triple World Legacy Secret, triple Solemn Strike, and triple Solemn Johnson. As for the extra deck, we have 3 copies of Masquerena, 3 Summer Summoner, 2 Nightmare Unicorn, and Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. We have double Baguska, double Utopia, and double Lightning. We don't go with the extra deck very much, that's why we're playing just generic things for the most part, but some of these things can be useful, like Summoner can be. As for the side deck, there is a monster called Thunderclap Skywolf that is meant to synergize with Thunderclap Skywolf, but he really doesn't, because he summons Thunderclap from the hand, which means this misses his effect. So, it doesn't really work with this deck as much, but he is a Thunderclap monster. If this was an archetype, then these would be in the same archetype. As well as things like Torrential Tribute, if you feel like you need even more Raigekis on your opponent's turn, this is a good card, because it works just the same as like with Wolf. So, that's our deck today, everybody. Let's go into EDO Pro, show this deck off, show you how it works, and have ourselves a good old time. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game. It's time to Lone Wolf it, everybody. We're Lone Wolf. Karibo's here. Karibo's here, just me and my buddy Karibo, 2 Lone Wolves, Lone Wolfing it. We do want to kind of go first with this deck. It's very much a going first sort of thing. We're trying to set up the Lone Wolf. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, well, we got things to start, but I need something to get my Thunderclap into as a graveyard. Okay, that'll work. Okay, we got our Solar. This is literally Foolish Burial for Thunder monsters, as you could tell by the name. This guy is, in fact, a Thunder monster. So we're going to normal summon our Batterman Solar. And when he is summoned, I can ditch a Thunder monster. I hope he ashes me now, because this is exactly why we go for Call by the Grave. No Ash Blossom for you. So that'll stop Ash Blossom, and we're going to send Thunderclap Skywolf. And we have 3 different cards we're going to set. We got our, of course, Back to the Front, Call of the Haunted, and Solemn Judgment if he tries to, field nuke me. This is a very good card. And so, here's how this deck works. You get the Thunderclap in the grave, you wait for your opponent to do stuff, and then you start playing your traps that revive Skywolf. Skywolf, when revived from the grave, will destroy your opponent's monsters, but you can't do Battle Phase the turn you do it, and that's why we're playing things like these. Because then I don't have to worry about, I don't got to worry about stuff getting in the way. I only have to worry about not doing Battle Phase. That's why we're not playing Monster Born. Because Monster Born, nice card to revive Skywolf, but it doesn't allow me to, Battle Phase. So that's why we're playing all traps for that. So this guy is playing Tenyi's. Scent of Worm. If you control a non-effect, add a Tenyi monster with a different name. Target card opponent controls turn to the hand. Okay. Okay, so he's got himself some Tenyis going. This seems to be straight up Tenyis. Not like Sword Soul Tenyi. At least I don't think it's Sword Soul. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when he hasn't really done much. Alright, there's Vishuda. What about Vishuda? Alrighty, so he is going to bounce my back to the front, but that is fine. I don't need to do anything about that. I don't need him to know. You know, obviously I could have played that now, but I want to save this card for later. I already have Call of the Hounded, so I really don't need to do anything else yet. I can wait. Banish this card, target a banished Wyrm, add to hand, okay. So he's going to get back Vishuda, so he has another Vishuda. I imagine next he's going to go into Link 2, and then discard that Vishuda to bring back... Actually, can he bring back Vishuda by discarding Vishuda? I don't remember. I think he can? Maybe. Karibo, what do you think? What do you mean I'm screwed? Shut up, Karibo. You don't know what you're talking about. Alright, what is he playing? Okay, Red Rose Dragon. Synchro Summon, you say? Baron de Fleur. I'm going to have to say no to that. Let's go for Call of the Hounded. And be like, Thunderclap Skywolf. Oh, also I get a token. I should mention that. I summoned a Thunder monster, so I get a token. It's not that important, but I can make some Summer Summoner with this. And some Summer does allow me to also go into Thunderclap Skywolf. So, that's a very important thing. See, Karibo, you didn't know what you're talking about. He thought I was screwed. You know what? Don't tell me this guy doesn't talk. I can hear him. I can hear him just fine. Alright, so Vishuda is back to the Bard. The question is, does he have enough Tenyis left to, like, do anything with it? Because he's already used Vishuda. So we can't do that. I was curious. You know, he was straight... Oh, wait, no, this thing's, like, bigger than I am, isn't it? Well, this is why we run things like Nightmare Unicorn. Do I want to do that yet? Yeah, I better do that. So we're going to make Nightmare Unicorn. Be like Hacha. No. And yes. We'll ditch Solar, just bounce that back to his deck. That way he doesn't have it no more. And we'll punch him in the face. Because that's what we do. Bachumba. Alright, so that will get rid of some of his life points. And we'll see from there. I mean, I've still got back to the front. He can keep bouncing this all he wants. Ain't gonna help him in the end of the... It ain't gonna help him in the end. I still have Solemn Johnson. Which, again, I played exclusively this for things like... what do you call it? Harpy's Feather Duster. Things like that. A Psychic Monster. Ghost Ogre. Okay. Monster on the field activates its effects. Summon Ass Blossom. Okay. Halka-Fibrax. Definitely. Halka-Fibrax. Alright, no. We're gonna wait for him to activate Halka-Fibrax's effect. And be like, back to the front. Bring back the Thunder Boy. Come forth, Lightning Boy. And he'll get a tuner, but then all of his monsters get destroyed. Hulk can't use his effect during my main, or his main phase. Yeah, no Auroradon combo for you, young man. No. Not in my house. Alright, well that's gonna be game. So, there you go. That's a perfect description of how this deck works. Keep looping Thunderclap until your opponent runs like a baby. Just make them use up enough stuff that they just don't know what to do with themselves. So, there's a good win against Tenyis with some probably really cool tech. I mean, he had Baron de Fleur in there somewhere, for sure. So, very nice. So, there's duel number 1. Let's go for duel number 2. Continue to show this furball that I know what I'm doing. Okay, I already have one guy telling me I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, okay? So, let's go for duel 2 and show off more of what we're doing. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Why did I pick paper? Who starts with paper? Alright, let's see. What do we have for a hand here? Well, really depends. Maybe the extra draw will do us some good. Now, good old Pot of Extravagance. Turn. Get us some cards. Solar gets my Skywolf. Seahorse gets more Seahorses. Or rather, more Solars. You know what I mean. So, this guy's playing Despia. That could be tricky. Because Despia is one of those archetypes full of, like, fusions and stuff. Also, they can first turn make Dragoon without using Red Eye's Fusion. Which I have always found to be a really obnoxious thing. I don't know why they can do this, who okayed this, but they did. Yep. Go branded fusion. Go for Dargon number 1, which is the fiery one. The branded dragon. And then this guy lets him banish cards to do the fusion of the bony dragon. And then the bony dragon lets him return banish cards to do a fusion. Why not? Just you know what? Why just get to fuse once? How about one fusion spell that lets you fuse 3 times in one turn? Without expending any other cost. I swear, sometimes Konami just does not seem to know or care of what cards they design. I especially point this at Mr. Rune, which was so poorly constructed, I don't know what they were thinking. I think Konami might be thinking about destroying their own game at some point in the future. Soon we're going to get an archetype that's like, if this card's activated, your opponent can't do anything about it, and you get to do all the shit you want to do. That's going to be the future of this game. Okay, no, he's just going to make Quertus. I don't really care about Quertus too much. Yeah. Like, Quertus is annoying, but Thunderclap Skywolf deals with that just fine. Granted, the problem here is that the thing with Branded and the Despias is they all do stuff when they get blown up. They all float into something else. Alright. We'll see. We shall see indeed. Alright, that'll work. Let's go for a battery man so large that he's in charge. We'll see. Do I get stopped? We'll find out. It's either going to be this face down, or that's pretty much all he's got. Unless he's got, like, Effect Veiler. Could be many things. It was Effect Veiler. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate indeed. Alright, well now we're just gonna have to, like, set a bunch and, like, hope for the best. And I'll go ahead and use Seahorse just to deck thin. Unless you're telling me you have Ash Blossom too. See, if worse comes to worse, I don't want to do this, but I could back to the front my Solar in order to just get Skywolf in the grave. I really don't want to do this, because I only have the one card to bring back Skywolf, but whatever it takes. What is this? Spriggan's Kit. She used to be a Tri-Brigade, then she became a Spriggan. Let's see. This card's summoned. Add a branded spell trap that's banished or in the deck or in your grave. Then place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Like, that's a real cost, Konami. Okay, we're not just gonna willy-nilly Solemn Strike here. We're gonna let him expend some stuff first. I feel like he's gonna make something big here. What? I don't know, but something bigger than just summoning Kit. Might as well just let him get his spell and then put another card on the bottom of the deck. You know? It's very tempting to just hit him with Solemn Strike. But we need to be patient. We need to be calm, cool, and patient about it. So what I can do... I'll probably do this next turn. Go for Solar, ditch a Skywolf, summon back Skywolf, nuke his board, he'll get stuff. As he do. And after that, I'll make some Summoner. Some Summoner. Because that guy can just discard cards, bring back Thunder Monsters. It is very nice. We'll see. Because that way I'll just have a continuous way of looping out my Skywolf. I mean, granted, it's only once per turn, but it's still something. So, Branded Fusion. Going into, I presume, another... No, he's summoning the big guy. No, he's just summoning another Albion. Okay. Albion numero dos. Let's solemn that one. This, I feel we should solemn. I believe he still gets a... Yeah, it's during the end phase. Branded in red. Target a Despia, add it to your hand, do a fusion summon. Dang old Despia's in their fusion spam. I mean, at the very least, he's not just making Dragoon. Granted, I still think he has that option. For sure. For sure the option is still there. What? What the freak you mean? This guy is just potty mouth. Potty mouth. He's talking. He talking smack. He thinking I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Fallen of Albaz. Fusing with Kit, I presume. Or with the dragon. To make... There's the other dragon. And then Lebellion. He can't attack, but he can... discard. Oh, he has nothing to discard, so he can't do the effect. I'm happy with that! Oh no. Oh no. He forgot he had to discard a card to do a thing. Yep. Oh no, he forgot. So this gets him a branded spell trap from the deck. Okay, which branded spell trap? The thing that does the fusion. Okay, that makes the most sense. And no, we're good. I think what... Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, I want to go for Pot of Extravagance, but I also want to go for some Summoner. Then again, yeah, this will still work. Okay, so we're going to summon out our Bannerman Solar. That'll give us a token and our discard. Or I should say our Foolish. There we go. Let's go for Thunderclap Skywolf. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead. I could make Utopia Lightning too. Tempted. Very tempted. Excessively tempted. And I should say there's a reason you don't want two Skywolves in the grave at the same time. Good old Call of the Haunted can mess you up, so we're not going to do that. Let me think about this. What's your defense? 3,000? That's a lot of defense. So we're going to go ahead and use these two. Summer Summoner. Bachumba. So what is it? Does this do anything when it's destroyed? I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it just kind of sits there. Looking purty. Looking purty, a little friggin' kit. Alright. So, we're pretty solid. I've got Solemn Judgment to stop the fusion spell. I've got Solemn Strike to stop effects. And I've got a Field Nuke. ×2. Which spawns tokens. I could almost conceivably make Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, which would really mess this guy up. You know, I put that in just as a thing I could do. So let me think about this. Do I want to stop the summons? What does this do when it's destroyed? Anything? No. Alright, we will Solemn the Judgment. I really don't want him to get another fusion on the board if I can help it. Plus, this thing doesn't float in anything, so we're all set. So he'll go for Summoner. Well, I got the Summoner. He's going to attack with Lubellion. I want to call this guy Albion, but no, this is Lubellion, his little brother. So let's go ahead for the Summoner. And bring back the Skywolf. Wolf of the Skies. And if this is called by the grave, that's fine. This is why we chain back to the front. So now my opponent is... Oh. Return a fusion monster that lists... Or two from the grave, negate. And my opponent surrenders. Why? Did he not... Oh, did he not have two... No! Wait. I see. He didn't have the right fusions in the grave. My foolish opponent made a foolish move. Couple foolish moves, but yeah, basically he had to get rid of his Lubellion to stop my summoning, and that wouldn't have really helped him very much. So my opponent made some misplays, but we capitalized on those misplays. So that's a win for us. You know, just the fear of the Thunderclap Skywolf was enough to put the fear in this boy. See, Karibo, you don't know anything about what I do in my card games, damn it. Anyway, let's go for duel number Trey. Go for one more good duel. And try to do the loop-to-loop with the Skywolf one more time. Okay, it's time for the third opponent. If I don't wolf howl once, it's not really a wolf-themed deck. Alrighty. Go first, as we like to do. Okay. Good enough. It's not perfect. by any means. But it's passable. So we'll go for solar to bait out any, like, effect veilers and things, ash blossoms, what have you. I still have Foolish Burial, so it all works out just fine. And I have just enough to go. Oasis is, you know, it does what we want to do. Revives the Thunderclap. The only thing it does that I don't like is it turns me into a worm. It stops me from going for some summer summoner. Which is unfortunate but true. But we shall persevere. We shall survive. We shall set all the trap cards and end our turn. As we like to do. So, yeah, no Ash Blossom for you, young man. There's a 45 card deck. Cyber Dragons. That could be tricky. That could be very tricky depending on exactly what he's trying to do. I presume Galaxy Soldier Boy. If not, he probably already has Galaxy Soldier Boy. Okay, no Cyber Dragon. Okay. That was my next choice. So I do need to do something about Rampage Dragon, because that nukes my back row. I would rather him not do that if I can help it. So Cyber Dragon. There's the Galaxy Soldier. Does he have... Yep, he does have hers. Alrighty. He's got the hers. The hims and the hers he has. So he'll add himself another monster, another Cyber Dragon, and then get another Galaxy Soldier Boy. Alrighty. I mean, luckily I got Judgment and Solemn Strike, so I'm pretty sad here. And he's going to go for Soldier right now. So I'm going to be like, Oasis of the Dargan Souls. Revive Thunderclap Skywolf. Hello. I'm a wolf made of lightning. What have ye to say of this? For I shall now blow up your everything. No Cyber Dragons for you. And my opponent surrenders. Perfect, that's exactly what we want to see doing. So, there's a perfect case of my opponent not reading what my card does. He completely discounted the Thunderclap Skywolf, and it cost him everything. Granted, even if he hadn't done that, I was pretty sad. I mean, he could have summoned another Cyber Dragon and beaten over this, and that probably could have been problematic, but he didn't do that, and I'm fine with that. So let's go ahead for the end screen, talk a little bit more about this deck and what's coming up next. Alrighty, the Thunderclap Skywolf stands alone. Got 3 wins. You know, we got to do what we wanted to do. It's a very one-trick pony deck, but it does that trick reasonably well. As long as you don't, like, you know, draw into a bunch of monsters or just have no way of getting Skywolf in the grave. That's the only problem this deck can have is, like, if you can't have the way to get this in the grave. But we run a lot of ways to get this guy into the grave. There's probably some other things you could throw in here, like Dangers or something, like Wolfman or something, to fit with that theme of the wolves, but it works pretty good. I didn't even need the Drowning Mirror Force at all. It's just like a backup thing. So, regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked it. Consider subbing if you haven't. We're trying to build this channel back up again after taking a small hit the other day, but we'll just keep going, and Karibo was proven wrong. He thought that I would not know what I was doing today. Let's see what he knows. See what you know, Karibo. You don't know shit. Look how ridiculous he looks. That's ridiculous. So anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. Your boy Memphis is signing out, and what is next? We're taking a look at a deck around Amaterasu. And I do have an idea for that, other than, I was going to think Shino Birds, but I think I'm going to try something a little bit different. I also might have other Memphis do that episode. We'll see how it goes. So, until next time, your boy Memphis is signing out. Until then, take care, stay safe, and y'all have a good day. Take care.